This is verse 5, the 18th chapter of the Gospel of John. We're in the drama unfolding in the Garden of Gethsemane. These who have official authority, along with Judas, who's been leading them, have now arrived at the scene. And the conversation ensues at this point. Jesus has asked them, "Who are you seeking?" And we get the answer now. So we have epikrithesan. This is the third person plural, aorist active indicative of apokrinomai, which means to answer. And so they answered in the aorist. Auto, the indirect object, actually epikrithesan takes the dative, so they answered him. And then the answer is, in fact, Iesun, Jesus, in the accusative here, because the question was put to them, "Who are you seeking?" And so they are seeking, and the accusative is appropriate. Iesun, ton, Nazarion. So Jesus, the Nazarene, or Jesus, the one who was from Nazareth, that's the answer that's given. All of this in the accusative, which is the answer to the question, the direct object of "Who are you seeking?" Jesus responds then lege, from lego I say, third person singular, present active indicative. He answered, or he answers them in the present, autois. This is the indirect object, the dative, plural, of the masculine pronoun. So he answers them, and then ego eimi, very dramatic, I am. And of course, from a New Testament point of view, we can't help but see a little hint there, of course, of the divine name, I am, ego eimi, and then histeke. So this is from histemi, it means to stand. It can be either transitive or intransitive, in this case referring to Judas. It's included here. It's the third person singular pluperfect active indicative. The pluperfect, usually in translation, will incorporate the English word had, because it refers to action that precedes the time of the leading verb in the past. And so we're going to say he had stood would be the idea. Then the postpositive but he had stood. And then kai, the connective here meaning also. So but he also had stood. And then the completion of the thought is down here where we have a met auton. Meta takes the genitive, so with them there had stood, also with them. And then we learn in the intervening clause here who we're speaking of. So Udas, Judas, and then ho paradidus. Paradidomi means to deliver over, to hand over. In this sense, to betray, really, is the idea. This is the present active participle, masculine singular nominative. So it goes along with Judas. So there had also stood with them, Jesus, the delivering over one, and then of course the one being delivered over, auton, the accusative, singular masculine pronoun, the delivering him over one, referring to Jesus being the one delivered over. So there had stood with them also Judas, the delivering him over one, or the one who would be betraying Jesus into the hands of these who were seeking him. So the drama is unfolding here as we find now that Judas is leading the band, and that he's the one who has in fact guided them to this situation, this location in the Garden of Gethsemane.